We will continue to talk in this module the measurement issues and the set of coherent practices that can facilitate in an organization the process of knowledge management, knowledge transfer, and knowledge creation. So, when we say a coherent set of practices, fairly speaking, this is at the heart of many modern HR models. That is, the coherent set of practices really result in some benefits to the organization or has an impact on employee outcomes and organizational outcomes rather than single practice alone. For example, if you provide the rewards to employees but not the knowledge, not the information, and not the power, that may not facilitate an employee to make the right decision for the organization. So, a bundle of practices or coherent set of practices which really facilitate anything in the organization that are beneficial rather than practices in the isolation. For example, if you provide the technology, but you do not actually provide the rewards to use that technology, so providing the technology or the training to use the technology will not help unless people don't see a benefit or don't see a reward of using that technology. So, multiple practices, coherent set of practices are important. So if you that something that can really motivate employees, what can motivate employees can be anything and can be a large list of items that can really motivate employees. It can be the financial rewards, it can be the non-monetary rewards, because knowledge workers are not only motivated by the monetary rewards, something like intrinsic recognition, feelings of that I'm doing something meaningful, feelings of contribution. So, employee motivation can be observed and can be understood in different organizations based on their core competencies and also the core function of the organization. So, build their commitment to the organization. Definitely, when employees are not committed to the organization, they will hold on to their resources. What are their resources? That is the time, that is the knowledge, that is the physical investment, that is the cognitive investment. So they will hold these resources, psychological resources, they will hold on to these resources if they are not committed on the organization and with the organization, and they will use that resources somewhere else, might be for their family and friends. So employee commitment is important, that unless you do not have secured or you have not secured the commitment of the employees, it is very unwise to expect that they will help the organization in creating and transferring and sharing of the knowledge. So, encourage innovation in the workplace. That is the encouragement needed from the organization side. However, these practices need to be evaluated given the resource implications. In other words, we see that there exist problems in measuring the effectiveness of HR systems for knowledge management strategy. Now, let's say you are trying to motivate the employees as an HR professional, and now somebody at the top of the organization wants to measure the impact of these practices. It is really very difficult to measure precisely the impact of HR practices on knowledge creation, knowledge sharing, and knowledge transfer. आपको शायद याद होगा पिछले मॉड्यूल्स में वी हैव डिस्कस दैट कि अगर आप कोई ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं या आप समझते हैं कि एम्प्लॉयज़ को ट्रेनिंग देने की ज़रूरत है, तो डेफिनेटली देयर विल बी a cost to the organization, financial cost to the organization for organizing, for developing and delivering that training to the employees. तो आपसे जो है वो the first thing which is considered by the tab management about that cost, how would you measure the impact of that training on employees' productivity? So if the employee productivity remain the same after receiving that training, you may not get approved the cost of that training by the people who are investing money in the organization or stakeholders. So this is what we say that it is a most difficult area for the HR professionals to precisely measure the impact of their HR practices, particularly something which is intangible. So knowledge is intangible. For example, productivity is tangible. HR can say that we provided this training, and the result of this training, this is the increased output of per employee or individual employees and increased output of the organization. When you are measuring something which is already intangible, which cannot be seen, which cannot be measured, how much knowledge an organization has, can you measure it? How can you measure the impact of HR practices on creation or in developing or in transferring of that thing which is intangible? So these are the challenges faced by many HR professionals. Thank you.